Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome to MoTV. Yo, today we're gonna be talking about the best shooting guard dunkers ever, and obviously I'm gonna perform the best dunks ever by every shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here. For real though, I'm just gonna watch my dumb ass just shoot because I couldn't find another place to record.
I'm a pill pushing, penny pinching, natty nigga, no religion, rolling with a flock.
Get right into it. I plan to make this video at the court, like I said. And while I was setting up, you know what I'm saying, these kids came up. They're like, "Are you a blogger?" I just sat there and I'm like, "Is that what I am, a blogger?" And they're like, they see me shoot a couple shots while I was setting up, you know, just to get like the picture right. And the kids are like, "Yo, I don't play this guy one-on-one." And I had no choice, you know what I'm saying? 13-year-olds. Your man struggled. I'm being real with you. I struggled, man. They were nice. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, shit. I barely scraped out a victory, bro. And then they kept challenging me, other kids. You know what I'm saying? It was a big struggle. I was gassed, and I went home, bro. I tried to record, and then the audio was trash. So now I'm doing it here today. It's a shit day. Like, it can't even hoop today. It's all raining and shit. So, let's get right into it, for real. By the way, you're listening to a guy who struggled against 13-year-olds. Talk about ball. So whatever I say here, throw that shit right in the bin. You know what I'm saying? Right in the garbage. That's where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? That's where it belongs. So, shooting guards. Shooting guard is, I would say, the best, deepest, strongest position for dunkers all time. Absolutely. In my point guard video, I had Westbrook as the undisputed best ever for point guards, but like, he might not make top 5 shooting guards. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be top 5. He wouldn't. And I was wondering what it is about shooting guards. And I guess small forwards, because a lot of times it's hard to tell with certain players if they're shooting guard, if they're small forward, because they'll play half their career in one. They're interchangeable. They're just wings, right? Like Gerald Green. What is he? Is he a shooting guard? Is he small forward? I don't know. Iggy even, right? Even like DeRozan had a little burn at small forward. T-Mac, like, who knows, right? So I'm going by what I personally consider them, their main position to be shooting guard, right? If a major name don't come up, he might come up in the small forwards. So before we start off with guys that actually I highly rank, I want to give props to a couple dudes. First guy, David Thompson. He is Michael Jordan's mentor, basically, his idol, you know? From the 70s and 80s, he had like an insane vertical. They said that he could actually touch the top of the backboard. He's a shooting guard, you know what I'm saying? Like Wilt myths, but on a point guard. By the way, I don't hate Wilt. Might seem that way. I don't. I fucking love Wilt. It's just people think it's too far.
Here we go again.
People really love him. He's very polarizing. Because of his era, some people think he's trash, which is ridiculous. But other people literally treat the guy like he's, you know, but I love Wilt. David Thompson apparently touched the top of the backboard as a, you know, deserves a mention off that alone. And then there's Clyde Drexler, who definitely deserves a mention for shooting guards in terms of dunking, but like, I don't really like his dunking style. He has like his most famous dunk, which obviously the Clyde, you know, where he has both his legs up and he floats. Like, that is a sick dunk, I gotta lie to you. But like, other than that, he wasn't really doing much out there. So, the thing about shooting guards, it's so stacked that there's guys that I don't even like, most people don't even consider for dunking. Like, they don't even, like, I didn't even think about it till like, I had to start doing this video. And the first guy is J.R. Smith. Dude, J.R. Smith, like, J.R. Smith's known for many things, many things. Off the court, You know, he's J.R. Smith, right? But like, and like even like in terms of his game, he's more known for being chaotic, hitting the most insane contested threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing sick like fakes into threes over people, fading. Like that's what he's known for on the court. You know what I'm saying? But like, his dunking is fucking insane. Insane. Think about just, I remember when he was in New Orleans and he was in dunk contest. I want to say it's '05. He might have been a rookie. Yeah, I think he was a rookie. Straight out of high school. He's the first person I've ever seen do the behind the back dunk. I've never seen that before. You know? First person I've seen do that shit. His dunk on the Heat, where I was watching in the playoffs, on LeBron James. And then he just like, you think he's going for a reverse layup? Like, that's literally what it felt like. Like, the moment didn't even call for it. And he did a fucking windmill. Like a 180 windmill out of fucking nowhere. There's the Gary Neal dunk with the commentary, "We the thin man fly," you know? He has like, when he's on the Heat, or not the Heat, the Knicks and Cavs a bit, him and Shumpert, like they would do these alley-oops that were just insane. Like the power and how fast he does it. Like this dude, J.R. Smith, is legitimately one of the best dunkers of all time. And nobody really even talks about it. Casually, one of the best dunkers of all time. You know what I'm saying? And another guy that I didn't really think about is obviously, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm from Canada, Canadian. DeMar. I had to dust out this old ass jersey, you know? It's a workout jersey at this point, you know? But like DeRozan, bro, I fucking love DeRozan. DeRozan, in my point guard video, I talked about what I rate for dunkers. It was flair, power, and posters. DeMar DeRozan's posters, we don't talk about it, but like, DeMar DeRozan has literally some of the best poster dunks of all time. Legitimately. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not fake posters. Like, they're legitimately chest to chest, bang on them, hard. Rudy Gobert. Just watch that. Rudy Gobert is the best shot blocker of this generation. The best paint protector of this generation. Watch what he did to him. His one dunk on Detroit, I want to say it was the game winner dunk. I watched that live, where he just runs the whole length of the court and yams it with two hands, dunked on the Cavs. You know, that's about the only W we had against them. Man, they whooped our ass. You know what I'm saying? They whooped our ass, man. They whooped our ass. So DeRozan. Think about DeRozan, that maybe why I didn't even think about him, even though he's fucking one of the best players of all time on our team, is despite being one of the most athletic dudes in the league, he doesn't really dunk that much. His game is not about that. He's more finesse, mid-range. He has the fancy footwork, you know, he's not really, he just brings it out sometimes when he gets angry, I guess. Oh, by the way, if he hit that 360 in the Olympics, I was against China, bruh, that's like right under Vince Carter for one of the best dunks of all time in game. You know what I'm saying? A poster 360. Hella disrespectful. Yeah, I'm saying DeRozan, that's why, like, even I didn't think about him, is because, like, he barely fucking dunking, even though he's, like, one of the best dunkers in the NBA. So, then we got my man Zach LaVine. Bruh. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon brought back the dunk contest, you know what I'm saying? 2016 is the best dunk contest of all time. I think I think it's the general consensus right now, which is insane when you think about it, considering Vince Carter, right? Yeah, I remember Zach LaVine when he did when I first seen Zach LaVine, he was still in UCLA, right? And then he had this fast break windmill, and it was just raw power, perfect technique, and I was like, a lot of times when you see these guys before they make the NBA and they're like insane dunkers, they don't really amount to much. So I didn't think much of him. But then he became Zach LaVine. I just say his name, Zach LaVine. Like, there's nothing else really need to be said. He reached that tier of dunker. He's Zach LaVine. I don't gotta say shit. He's Zach LaVine. Moving on. Jason Richardson. Boom. Vince Carter is generally considered the best contest dunker of all time for 2000, right? But what Jay Rich did in the dunk contest, in terms of windmills, in terms of just off the backboard, just watch it. He shits on Vince. His dunks were way more insane. But he just doesn't have the height because Vince kind of low-key killed the dunk contest by bringing it back. How does that work? He did it though. Like, Jay Rich is easily, yeah, he is. Like, he might be the best contest dunker of all time. What I like about Jay Rich, the same thing about Kemp. That's what I noticed about these two in particular. They do something with their legs. Like, they have these weird, they flail their legs in such a way that I don't really see from other dunkers. It's like their style, you know? It looks cool as hell. Yeah, Jay Rich is that dude. Like, his windmill is nutty. It's up there with Dominique and Vince. Yes, for sure. It's a perfect windmill. Perfect windmill. Like I said, shooting guard, all the guys I said so far are better dunkers than Westbrook. Maybe DeRozan not, but and I rate Westbrook so fucking high. Like, he's the dude. He's the god of point guard dunkers, and he wouldn't be top 5. For sure, he wouldn't be top 5 shooting guards. I don't know what it is about it. You know, my theory is because shooting guards blend. They blend the most. What you get about smaller dunkers is that it's more spectacular and you see more movement. They have better body control. But then with bigs, they have the raw power. Shooting guards are typically a typical nice shooting guard size, about 6'6", 6'7", 6'5". So they have size over point guards for sure. So they get the power, but they still retain a lot of the contortion and, you know, athleticism and just agility and aesthetics of the point guards in a much bigger frame. So they get the power and the aesthetics. I'm assuming that's what it is. Like, that's why I think shooting guard position had the best dunkers. So I'm gonna miss a lot of names. Gerald Green. This dude Gerald Green has videos of him looking down on the rim. In practice, just jumping, looking down in the rim. But the cupcake dunk, he blew it out. Like, the one in the practice footage, we have Paul George and Danny Granger just going wild. Their minds are blown. And we're talking about Paul George, who is in his own right an amazing dunker. We'll talk about him in the next video for small forwards. That's that dude Gerald Green, man. Gerald Green, his hops are insane, like out of control. I think higher than most, if not, yeah, I think he has a top 5 all-time vertical combine, I want to say. He has bounce, like crazy bounce. And he has what is, in my opinion, the greatest alley-oop of all time against the Rockets. Alley-oop windmill. And his head was legitimately way above the rim, looking down on a windmill alley. You know, and I like that because, like, if you watch that and you'll see Kevin McHale and like the Rockets bench react, he made Kevin McHale lean back. Like, I always watch it just for Kevin McHale's reaction. Kevin McHale, how much basketball has this dude seen in his life? You know what I mean? To get that reaction out of him, he wasn't like, it was not one of those fake reactions. A lot of times you see fake reactions and people just, they want to be seen. But this dude, Kevin McHale, just like, he just gathers himself. I like the reaction almost as much as the dunk. It's hilarious. And then like the rest of the Rockets bench, they're just like, they all like have a jolt. They're like, whoa, what the hell did we just see? Yeah, you just seen the greatest alley-oop of all time. That's what you just seen. So Gerald Green. Now we're going into my top 3. Kobe. Bean, you know? May you rest in peace. I'm getting the Legends edition of 2K. I've never done that before. I don't care how much it is. I have to do that. Like, that's not even a question, you know? It's Bean. Froby. Kobe, when he was in Froby tier, back when he had the fro, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. He's the flashiest shooting guard dunker of all time. Watch it. Watch how he dunks. He has his own style. He has his own style, which is rare for dunkers. You know, a lot of them, they're robotic, trying to like emulate other guys. He had his own specific flair, the way he dunked, that I don't see anybody else who dunks like him. Froby. And his posters, they need no introduction. Dwight, Nash, Ben Wallace. It goes on and on. He yammed on people, and he was flashy. He ticks both boxes. Like, power too, of course, but like, he's not particularly known for power, but he was jamming it too. He's a top tier, one of the best dunkers of all time. And that's not even like a big part of his game. He's Kobe. He had the perfect offensive arsenal. He's a scoring god. But his dunking was up there. And then Kobe's idol, Jordan. Bro, MJ, listen, like, I never seen MJ when he's playing in his prime. Like, I seen kind of the Wizards, you know, and I've watched a lot of Jordan, like, researching and stuff throughout my life, because he's Jordan. And if you watch Jordan, the way he moves, his athleticism, he was just different than everybody else, you know? He was like a dude stuck at a time. He's way ahead of his time. Just watch him and watch everybody else. It's like he's playing a different game. His cradle dunks are pitch perfect. When he was in the 80s, like, this dude straight up was walking in the air. Straight up walking in the air. You will not see other people do that. Walking in the air. You know what I mean? He's Michael Jordan. There's not much needs to be said about that. He pretty much ranks highly in every category of the game, except three-point shooting, which is just, it was not really stressed back then. I have no doubt in my mind, considering his mid-range and how nice he was when they shortened the line and stuff like that, and he was trying to make a point about it, that he would be a great three-point shooter too. I'm not even gassing him. I'm not one of those Jordan fucking stands, but like, he's Jordan. He's Jordan, you know? And then we have, who else? Vince Carter. What did I say? Power, flair, posters. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Vince Carter, technique-wise, nobody does a better windmill. Nobody does a better 360. His alley-oops are out of control. Every single capacity of dunking he's perfect in. He is. He really is. I remember watching videos of like Maximilian, that dude, would have like compilations of like top 100 dunkers, and like the euphoria you get watching this dude dunk is unbelievable. His dunking is just, my God, you know, my God. My God. Like, I legitimately believe purely on his dunking alone, forget how long he's been in the league, forget his resume, which, like, NBA Hall of Fame, relatively easy to get into, like, it's not even a question he'll get in. I legitimately believe if he was just some dude who dunked and, like, his dunking resume alone, I legitimately, firmly believe in my heart he should be in the Hall of Fame. Purely for that. He's the greatest dunker of all time. Like, come on. What more do you want? How do you not get in the Hall of Fame for that? Alone. Like, Vince is the best shooting guard dunker of all time. Not only that, he is the best dunker of all time, period. No question about it. If you want to argue, it's like one of those things where it's not an argument. It's, that's nice. I'll see you later. And I don't care what you gotta say. Like, we're not having that's your opinion. Everybody has opinions. But if you argue that Vince ain't the GOAT, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? So we out.